Today we are going to explore the Neil Island of Andaman Nicobar. Neil Island is known for its magnificent biodiversity, unexplored coral reefs, white sandy beaches, and tropical woodlands. Neil Island is perfect for a much needed time out. The island has an area of 37.7 square kilometers only. Given the flat landscape and the small area, Neil can be covered on bicycle with the minimum effort. With its laid-back vibe and lucid charm, the island is soothingly different from its neighboring Havelock. Neil Island is best suited for those who want to spend a relaxed time among long deserted beaches. With little bustle, few activities to take up and few resorts. This island is best for those who want to explore the island's villages. Spend quality time at the named after mythological characters from the Ramayana or indulge in water sports in the crystal clear water. Neil Island is Andaman's rustic masterpieces. Top highlights of Neil Islands are: 1. Neil Island is a tiny but beautiful island located 37 kilometers south of Port Blair. Neil Island is also known as the vegetable bowl of the Andaman Islands. Thanks to its climatic conditions, the land is ideal for the cultivation of fruits and vegetables. Neil is connected to both Port Blair 1.45 hours, Havelock 45 minutes, and Rengat by private ferries as well as government ferries. Internet is mostly unavailable in Neil. If lucky, one may find patchy BSNL network via phone. How to reach Neil Island? Ferry and helicopter. The only way to get to Neil Island is to take a ferry from Port Blair. There are both government and private ferries connecting this island to Port Blair and other nearby islands. The best way to commute is to take a private ferry. Since tickets on the government ferries are mostly reserved for islanders, it is unlikely to get a confirmed ticket. We recommend that you book your private ferry tickets online and in advance to prevent last-minute hassles. How long to stay in Neil Island? It is hard to specify a timeline for a place like Neil Island, but people with little time on their hands come here for a day on their way back to Port Blair from Havelock. Backpackers often come to Neil for longer periods and stay for weeks at a time, soaking in the laid-back vibe of the island. Local transport in Neil Island. Neil Island is a small place, only about 7 kilometers from one corner to another. The roads are flat, well built, and easy to navigate. Locals are friendly and you can ask for directions whenever unsure, thus making the island ideal to ride in a moped or a bicycle. 1. Bus. There is a local bus that plays every hour. This bus starts from the main bazaar and goes to Sidapur beach. Bike and bicycles. Bike and bicycle rentals are affordable and popular among tourists, and you can find a few of them at the jetty. You could also inquire about the same at your resort upon arrival. Various resorts have their own vehicles for renting purposes. 3. Autos. For those who are visiting the island for a short time, autos are a great option. They are easily available at the jetty and market area. Car rentals. This is one of the most comfortable way to travel in Neil Island. Best suited for families and group travelers. Private chauffeured AC cars are also available for rent, but since they are limited in number, they are almost always overbooked. Book car rentals or hire a two-wheeler in Neil Island well in advance. Top things to do in Neil Island. Neil Island 4.2 tour. The tour takes you to 3 of Neil Island's natural wonders: a trip to Faradpur Beach, Sidapur Beach, and Laksanpur is commonly called the 3-point tour. One starts with visiting either the natural rock formation or the Bharatpur beach, moves on to the next point, and then ends up with a view of the sun dipping down at the gorgeous Lakshmanpur beach. This is perfect for those who plan to spend not more than one day in Neil Island. Neil Island has exquisite coral and marine life. There are small lagoons at the Ramnagar and the Lakshmanpur beaches, which are perfect for snorkeling. Most resorts in Neil rent out snorkeling gear. There are only 3 dive centers that operate in Neil Island, but they are not always operational. Indian Scuba Explorers, Dive India and Scuba Love are the dive centers which currently operate in Neil Island. If you are lucky, you may spot a dugong's, that is sea cow, the state animal of the Andaman Island. Scuba diving in Andamans. A single dive will change your life, so do scuba. Scuba diving in Andaman and Nicobar Island is a 100% must-do experience. Andaman is a great diving location. We have mentioned these scuba options for, and hey, you don't need to know swimming to do scuba diving. If you are booking with best dry spots, PADI certified instructors, premium dive shops, all in all, the best scuba experience. The activity, glass bottom boat ride. The activity is designed for those who do not wish to go underwater. There are many operators at the jetty who operate these rides and are priced anywhere between Indian rupees 400 to Indian rupees 600 per person for a 20-minute ride. For go trekking, Neil Island has some dense tropical cover perfect for the explorer within you. Take a hike through a quaint village into the jungle and out to a breathtaking view of the beach. Hiring a guide for this activity is highly recommended as it is easy to get lost in the jungle. Lazy beach time. Life in Neil feels slower and more relaxed, especially when you are spending time sunbathing, reading, or just lying on the beach. Bharatpur beach and Ramnagar beach are perfect spots for this. Explore Neil on 2-wheelers. Roads in Neil are pretty easy to ride on, no sharp curves or elevations, and the island is navigation friendly. Hence, cycling or riding through Neil can be quite an adventure. Moped rentals are available right at the jetty, and many resorts have their own cycles and motorbikes available for rent. Best hotels and resorts in Neil Island. As a tourist destination, Neil Island is no longer just a backpackers attraction. Over the last few years, many luxury resorts have sprung up, catering to tourists looking for all kinds of vacation, from affordable basic huts that resonate with the warmth of Neil Island to luxury resorts with stunning views and contemporary setting. This island has it all. Budget stays ranging from Rs 500 to Rs 800 are available at Sidapur and Bharatpur beach. Prices range from Rs 1500 to Rs 300 for mid-range rooms with AC. The luxury hotels with swimming pools and fabulous views are priced from Rs 5000 and upwards. Restaurants and food in Neil Island. The best place to experience local cuisine in Neil is the Dugong restaurant and the Seashell and the organic Kha in Summer Sand. These are great restaurants with an extensive menu and an elegant ambience. For people looking for budget eats, the bazaar streets are lined with shacks, except some at the beach with plastic tables and an open-air setting. Our Neil is known as the vegetable bowl of the Andaman Island, as many locals still work in agriculture fields here. There are plenty of fishermen as well. So when food is freshly made, it is of great quality and reflects in the taste. Dishes are usually homemade and very delicious. For the same reason, expect preparation to take long, sometimes up to 2 hours depending on what and how much you have ordered. Almost all restaurants serve Indian and Chinese food, but one can also easily find versions of Israeli, Italian, and even French food. Seafood is broadly available, and almost all resorts have their own restaurants. The Neil Kendra market is always a good option to fill your tummy at really cheap prices. Indian rupees 100 for meal of simple fish thali. How much will it cost per day in Neil Island? Neil had always been popular as a backpackers destination. But in recent years, many entrepreneurs have invested in the island. Various luxury properties now called the island home and cater to people looking for extravagant resort experience. Biker Neil as a destination is very budget friendly with only basic restaurants, beaches with free entry and mopeds or bike costing about Indian rupees 400 a day. Accommodation. What one day in Neil Island costs mainly depends on where you stay. Accommodation even at Indian rupees 500 a day and go all the way up to Indian rupees 25,000. Nightlife in Neil Island. Nightlife in Neil is restricted to restaurants of different resorts on the island. A few bars play some great music and have live entertainment from various national and international artists during the high season. Emerald Gecko is one of such bars in Neil Island. The buses are shut by 9 p.m. So does the public transport. So it is advisable to make plans accordingly. Important information on Neil Island. One, weather. Neil mainly has three main seasons: summer, winter, and monsoon. Owing to its location in the Bay of Bengal, it experiences heavy winds during the monsoon and a tropical climate otherwise. Early November until mid-May sees the best weather in the islands. The currency. Like the rest of the island in Andaman, the Indian rupee is the currency used. Neil has only two ATMs as on 20th April 2017. North at the Bazaar, Syndicate Bank and Cooperative Bank. Both also have a branch each. However, no money exchange takes place here. Some small resort owners do accept foreign currency, especially in emergency situation, and later exchange this in Port Blair. Communication and internet. No broadband connection is available in Neil Island. Data network is available on phone sometimes, but it is patchy. BSNL is a network with the best connectivity. For healthcare, Neil only has a primary healthcare center. All services here are free of charge. For any special healthcare, one must travel to Port Blair Primary Health Center and ambulance service. 530. The Andaman and Nicobar Police is the law enforcement agency for the Union Territory of Andaman, and they take care of the discipline department is an efficient one. And in the case of emergencies, you can get in touch with them on the following number. Supermarkets and bazaars. Neil has a small, humble market made up of small shops selling all essential commodities, from stationery to common medicines. Clothing to grocery, everything is available here. What is best available through though are the fresh fruits and vegetables. In fact, Port Blair gets most of its fruits and vegetables from Neil. This market is also the place for social gatherings and meetings. This is the busiest part of the town in the evening. One can enjoy the local chatty culture here. So language, though Hindi is the most commonly spoken language here, it is also Bengali that is spoken at large in Neil Island. English is understood, but with difficulty. 8. Airport and port facilities. The closest airport to Neil is the Veer Savarkar Airport in Port Blair. The jetty at Faridpur beach is the only jetty on the islands, and this is where all private and government ships stop. Go to Andaman Insider tips. Only 2 ATMs in the town center and limited money exchange facilities carry enough cash. And public transport can be hard to find after 9 p.m. So make necessary arrangements. Boats often get delayed or stalled due to weather conditions in Neil. If traveling for your flight back, keep a day at hand in Port Blair. Book tickets well in advance to avoid getting stranded. Mosquitoes in Neil are common during the evenings. Carry mosquito repellents or buy some at the market. Petrol reaches Neil from Port Blair and is often out of stock. Also, petrol stations close before sunset. Inquire about petrol availability before renting your scooter. Frequently asked questions about Neil Island. What is there to do in Neil Island? Neil Island is a tiny island that spans over an area of 13.7 square kilometers. Amongst the other things, it is known for its unexplored coral reefs and white sandy beaches. So, needless to say, scuba diving, snorkeling, and beach hopping are few of the must-do activities on the island. While there be sure to visit Sitapur Beach, Luxembourg Beach, and indulge in water sports in Faridpur Beach. How many days do you need at Neil Island? Neil is a tiny but beautiful island connected to both Port Blair 1.5 hours and Havelock 45 minutes by ferry. People in a hurry spend just about a day here, but we suggest you keep at least 2 days at hand to be able to relax and soak in the slow island life. When there, visit Natural Bridge, Sunset Beach, and try scuba diving, snorkeling. What is the new name of Neil Island? The new name of Neil Island is Shahid Deep. On 30th December 2018, Prime Minister Narendra Modi renamed Neil Island to Shahid Deep as a tribute to Subhash Chandra Bose and to celebrate 75 years of Andaman and Nicobar Islands independence. On 30th December 1943, Bose had hoisted the Indian flag at Port Blair and proclaimed the island back from British rule. Neil Island is best known for its unparalleled biodiversity and unexplored span of dense tropical forests and greenery, complemented by white sand beaches and rich coral reefs. Currently known as the Shahid Deep, this is a small island that spans over an area of 13.7 square kilometers only, most of which is covered with forest. Due to the lack of vehicles, markets, fewer resorts, and less population, Neil Island is best suited for people who would like to have a laid-back vacation in Andaman, far from the city noises and into the wonderful world of complete serenity. The roads are thin and long and connect the island's jetty to all major attractions. The trip to the destination is quite mesmerizing as the roads are surrounded by long banana plantation, paddy fields, and other agricultural greenery. Moreover, the island has a non-existent internet connectivity and patchy cellular network which usually cuts off your outside communication and helps you detox yourself from the digital world and into the lap of nature, breathing fresh air. This makes it a completely different and soothing place to be when compared to other nearby islands like Havelock and Port Blair. Needless to say, due to its size, flat area, and the peace of mind you get when traveling in Neil, it's better explored by either a rented bike or bicycle. Apart from this, the hotels in Neil further command the vibe of the islands. Most of the hotels and resorts here are located near the beaches or in the jungles, which is hard to find anywhere else in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The island is not visited by as much by tourists, being overshadowed by the neighbor Havelock Island. Needless to say, a lot of people miss out on this hidden gem of Andaman Islands. Interesting facts about Neil Island. There are no petrol pumps in Neil Island. It is located 37 kilometers from the Port Blair. The island only has a population of 3,040 people. There is only one bus for public transportation here. Neil Island is only known as the vegetable bowl of Andaman. Internet connectivity is very low, almost non-existent in the island. You can only get a network for BSNL if you are planning to make any calls. Prime Minister Narendra Modi changed his name from Neil Island to Shahid Deep on 30th December 2018. You can travel to Neil Island only from Port Blair and Havelock Island by ferry. Most people either rent bags or book cabs before visiting. Neil Island attraction. Faradpur Beach, famous for water sports and sightseeing. Entry fees free. Time is open till 6:30 p.m. Faradpur Beach is located really close to the Neil Island jetty and is a decent place to visit on your trip. The beach is surrounded by a cyan-colored sea, which looks amazing every day. The shoreline is really wide and filled with both personal and commercial boats as it is located right next to the jetty. Although the beach is not one you can play whole day on, it is a great place to relax with some snacks and drinks. The most intriguing thing about the beach is that it is the only beach in Neil Island where water sport is available. You can enjoy activities like jet skiing, glass bottom boat rides, snorkeling and more. So you can have some fun and adventure with your family while visiting here. There are a lot of shops nearby for easy access to everything you need. The distance between Faradpur Beach and Lakshmanpur Beach is 2.2 km via road, which takes around 5 minutes to cover by a cab and around 20 minutes to walk. The cab will take you to the nearby parking lot, from where you will have to walk for around 20 meters to around 200 meters to reach the destination. Lakshmanpur Beach is hands down the best beach in the islands for sightseeing and takes the second position in Andaman for the best beach after Radhanagar at Havelock. The beach has a really wide shoreline filled with deep white sand and grabs your feet as you walk on it. One side of the beach is surrounded by a dense forest canopy, while the other opens into the mesmerizing sea. The forest side has a lot of small benches and huts where you can relax and feast your eyes. The best thing about Luxembourg Beach is that it is triangular in shape, and once you stand near the point, you can gaze on the deep horizon as far as the eyes can see. One of the best places in island to relax, have fun, and take your next amazing photograph. Natural beach, natural rock formation, famous for sightseeing. Entry is free. Timing still open till 5:30 p.m. Located near Lakshmanpur Beach. The natural bridge is known for the best place to owe in the history of nature, and it takes some amazing clicks. Also known as the Howrah Bridge locally. It was formed by years and years of water flow from the rocky hill nearby. The natural bridge is not visible from the beach, and you will have to take a left from the Lakshmanpur Beach shoreline to reach there. The bridge is only accessible during low tide, as the pathway is covered by wild waves during high tide. Guides are available for hire at the starting point who can take you to the location with ease. The usual charges range from Indian rupees 400-500. The guide can also help you with taking pictures with the family. Overall, a great place to visit. When you are already exploring the Lakshmanpur Beach, people who have some additional time to spend near the beach can also explore the natural bit by